Hi everyone. Um, I was gonna sit here and do this while I was and find a movie to watch while I was doing this. And I thought, well, no, I'll turn on my camera. That's what I'll do. And and let me tell you what my thoughts are right now. This is a placemat, and I really like using a placemat as a substrate for my whatever I want to do, and it makes a nice size for like a wall hanging or a book cover. It makes a nice size for most anything, and so this one is, I'm thinking about making a wall hanging, which I want it to hang lengthwise this way. And what I started doing was trying, I'm going through some just fiddly, just scraps of fabric, and I want to make it, I want it to be, see this little elephant, I said, I think I want to do something to make it kind of a nature. It won't maybe end up as nature, I don't know, because I don't ever know what it's going to end up as. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going through a bag full of fabrics right here, and different thank you, Papa.
17 stones and a pendulum.
Okay. Papa just went and got my stones from outside my crystals and things, because I had them last night. I had them out on a shelf outside, and so because last night was full moon, and so you're supposed to put all of your crystals and things out into the full moon. Okay, so anyway, and it recharges them or something. I don't know. I just go with the flow. And anyway, okay, let me just go. I'm don't pick up all of these at one time, Elizabeth, because then you get all discombobulated. Okay, so what I want to do is, let me see. First, I think I am going to take one of these little pieces of muslin. Okay, one thing I do know is I want to, okay, I said I want it kind of a nature thing. I also want to have all the pieces to be symmetrical, like a rectangle or a square on this one. I'm not usually like that, but I feel like I want to be that right now. For some reason, I want things to be kind of all straight. But I think what I want to do, I want to leave this fringe that's on the placemat showing. I want to leave that fringe showing. This definitely has been washed many times. I got it at a thrift shop like that. It's been washed many times, and so it shows that worn bit. That little edge of that muslin has got a fringe on it as well, doesn't it? Let me see if, and so then, oh God, bending over anymore is like work. When you get old, bending over is work. Okay, these two pieces have a little bit of fringe too. I'm going to get that fringe off of there, because this, I'm putting this this on there just to kind of frame it a little bit. Oh, it's 7 o'clock. I gotta go take my medicine. I don't want to take my medicine. I'll take it later on. Or maybe I'll pause this in a minute and go take it. Papa will be in here yelling, it's 7 o'clock, time to take your medicine. Yeah, he does that. He yells at me, take your medicine. Okay, and then this one. No, that one doesn't have a fringe, so I'm going to just keep tearing on one of these, because what I'm doing right now is I'm making like a little frame. Oh, so maybe I should put this one at the bottom then. Yeah, this one can be at the bottom. This one will be at the bottom. And then that one at the top, because those each got a little bit of a fringe. And then I will tear a piece here and a piece here. There, and those will be the sides. And I could make that fringed if I so chose to do that. This is only going to be a short video. I'm just going to kind of lay things out here for a minute and see if my idea resonates anything with me. I don't know. We'll see. But see, I'm going to kind of just frame it. This is going to be sort of framed so that my the fringe is going to still show. I'm not going to sew this on right now either. I'm just going to kind of see. I'm just going to kind of see. But look at this here piece of fabric. That's like a night sky, isn't it? So I would want to put that up here. See, if I had it only against the mat, it doesn't show so much. But by having the light frame around it, that brings light to it and it makes it a little bit better. And then here I have my elephant, which I love my little elephant. There's a couple things that I had already picked. Oh, and then this is a piece of fabric that has like it's got like a church on it. Well, not like a church, it is a church. We'll put that right there. I'm just going to kind of give you my idea of what I kind of am thinking. Now, let's see. Nature. Okay. Got that. I got that chicken. And collect this cat. But I don't want to have, I think what I want to do is I can go ahead and tear this one because I have more of this fabric with these little, this is one of my gifted fabrics that I got, I think from Barbara. But it could have been somebody else, you never know. I just say it's from one of my spirit guides. That's what you all can be. You all can be my spirit guides. You all can be my spirit guides. I have been learning about spirit guides and angels and things like that. I've been studying about them. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I find so much wisdom as, look at this piece of fabric, it's got all them roses on it. I find a lot of wisdom in these studies that oh, look at the lion. Okay, let's see. Now, some of these I might make a little smaller. Ooh, maybe this here would be something to go up in the sky area. Like this. That's pretty. Okay. Taking it from one box and putting it in another. Some of these I got stayed up there because those are maybes. And so, but yeah, you know. And so, since I've been studying, you know, about the spirit guides and the spirit guides and angels, guardian angels and things like this. There's another piece of that. Let me put that up here just in case I need this. Oh, but then maybe I want this. Oh, here too. That could maybe go up in the sky. Some of these I'll make smaller. I like this one here. Oh, I won't use some puppy dog prints. But see, I've got these cut like this because these are fabrics that I have them all cut like this. And then when you do order from my Etsy store and you see I have fabric scrap bundles, this is the kind of thing you'll get in there. Not always exactly the same as this, but sort of like this. And so, and this is the, this is the very collection I pull scraps out of when I fill an order. And so, oh, look at this one. Now see how that is with them roses? Now I like that one. I believe I want that one in my collage. Sometimes I do like to give it some thought like this, Not all the time do I give it this much thought. Sometimes I just like to lay fabrics and just go with it. But I want this one to be more of a nature kind of a thing. Some of them I'm going to have to iron them off before I stitch them down. But, I have got in this collection, oh, that's not supposed to be in that box. In this, this box of things, I have so many different. So then when you do get, and I'm not here to advertise, I just mentioned that, but you will, like this one here is like quilted. I love that little piece. Okay, so I'm just kind of trying not to mess up and wrinkle up. Ooh. Now I like this one. So this is like embroidered on here, and this piece in fact was a pillow sham that I bought at the thrift shop. I don't use pillow shams like this. I've got a few pillow shams that I do use, and I just use them for a pillowcase because they're so pretty, and I don't want to have to take them off before I use the pillow or whatever, so I just use it as a pillowcase. Now when I do stitch these together, I will be, when I stitch them together, I will most likely be going, I'll use the sewing machine when I first stitch them. And, let's see, I'm not going to use this one. Let's put that back down. Keep this one. Put this one back down here. Keep that lace up there because we don't know what's going to happen to that lace. And when I stitch it, I got some more of that. But yes, this is what I, and see, I have like, and these are already cut to, into pieces, so that when I do go to put together a collection, I just go through this and I just try to pick out a beautiful collection. Ooh, this is off of a piece of, that's pretty. That's heavy too, or is that two pieces? No, it's heavy. That's, that's off of, that's like a piece of upholstery fabric. But I like that one. I like that one a lot. And so let me take a piece of that, because I think a piece of that wants to be here too. See, look, even the back side of it is gorgeous. Okay, so like this. Probably what I'll do when I start putting this together is I'll first, pin it or something together, and then I will, like this, and then I'm going to go, and I'll probably zigzag all the way around every corner once I got this laid out that I want it to be. Oh, I need to cut this. I need to pull this this piece off, because I'll make a flower out of that piece right there. So let me put that up here, because that's what I'll do with that. And let's see. And so, yeah, in my studies, I was just watching, a documentary on Buddhism. I've been doing Hinduism, Buddhism, all of them isms I've been learning, and oh my gosh, I start watching and I'm in awe. It's just to listen to these beliefs, and ways of living is just beautiful. It's just beautiful to hear the thoughts and the wisdom, I guess, behind so many of these beliefs. And I just, the more I learn, the more I watch, the more I want to learn. And it just amazes me how much wisdom is out there. Just, okay, here, I'm trying to reach down here and not knock my camera stand over. Okay, I think I'm going to kind of, let's see. Oh, my lion. I do want to have my lion. Okay. So, wait a second here. I have. Okay, so that. Yeah, let's see. I oh, what was I going to say? I don't know what I was going to say. I'm still kind of in that mode of being in kind of, my whole brain is in disarray right now, because sometimes when you don't know what to think, you don't know what to think. You just don't know what to think. And most of you already know that I have going on with my brother a little bit of a sad story. But those of you who have followed along with me the last few videos, he's doing well. He's doing well, and spiritually, you know, he's got the most awesome spirit. He just amazes me that he's got that spirit like he does, knowing. I don't know how somebody can live. I don't know how you would do it. I don't know how he does it. You know, he just goes on day to day, just knowing that any day could be his last. But still, his mind and I mean, he's getting around pretty good. I mean, you know, not real good, but he's getting around, and he doesn't leave his house. He's in a lot of pain. But yet and still, he's got, his attitude is like unbelievably wonderful. I'm hoping to go see him tomorrow. And I gotta have my elephant in here. Look how beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? Every piece of nature is beautiful. Okay, see, now before I actually cut this up, I will, before I sew this together, I'm going to trim along some of the edges. And I was thinking that I wanted to use a piece of this. I love this, and I've been hoarding it because it's so beautiful, and I don't know what I want to do with it. So, but I'm going to put, because I've got a kind of a dark theme in this, and I don't usually even do dark, but maybe because I'm in my dark space right now, maybe that's why I want to do something dark. Maybe I should do something bright and cheerful. I don't know. But this is, you know, nature is real. Now see, I'm gonna trim this down too. And so, my goodness, when you're looking for fabrics in the thrift shop, you know, you look at the clothing that's hanging and you see what designs are on the clothing, because look at each piece of clothing as you're going through the thrift shop or a yard sale or whatnot. And gosh, so many times you can get a piece of clothing for $1, you know, or less sometimes. And oh, look how that will be right there. Maybe I would cut that. and use a piece here, and then maybe a piece like down here, sort of. But can you see now how, and my pieces aren't cut yet, but you can kind of see what, now this is kind of like, it's not like a focal point, this flower in the middle, but it's, because it's light, it kind of gives light to everything around it. So even though everything around it is kind of dark, it's still beautiful. Now, when I get this sewed together, I've got some, I have been gifted some jewelry, some old jewelry that can be taken, and some of this is just beautiful. Somebody might want to wear that, but what I'm going to do is, once I get this, I've been taking jewelry pieces apart. Now, just this piece right here, look how pretty that is. Now, what if I see that color right here? Well, it's not showing up on the screen like it really is. This is more of a like a reddish almost, but this bead here and this is like the same color. And so maybe I would take that apart, and it's got like a little hole there and a hole there, whatever you call it, and then I could stitch that, take this apart and stitch that on there. Not the whole, you know, take this beaded part off, and just, I don't have my pliers right here, I would take it off right now. And I might put that right there. Now, because I'm going to make it a wall hanging, I want it to be some heavy at the bottom to hold it. This bottom, I want something kind of heavy. But even this is just a gold chain. Well, maybe it's not solid gold, but so what if I were to put like the gold chain, and see how the chain is? It's got the holes in there. So I could take a thread, like embroidery floss, and actually stitch that right through them holes onto the bottom, and let that be at the bottom. And then that would, see, when I stitch now, when I get this ready to stitch, I'm going to trim these edges of some of these pieces to make them straight. And then it's gonna, once I get the you know, maybe I'll even do it with black. The stitches around, I might use the black. I might do that. And but it's going to be straightened up. But I just want to kind of show you what my plans are. And then this one, I pulled this one out because I thought this one has got some really pretty diamonds. Yeah, it's diamonds. Real diamonds. Took this right out of Liz Taylor's jewelry box when she wasn't looking. See that? How pretty? So I want to take those off. And now the other day on my video, I took apart, let's see if I can, I took apart a couple of things. And I have in here, I put them all in little, oh, and look here, there's a church. I make this church more visible. But then with the church, maybe I'd put that cross right there on that little church piece. That would be pretty. And then I have these ones. I loved these ones when I took that necklace apart. I loved these pieces. That was in that same necklace. But maybe this elephant. Ooh, yeah. Put that right on the elephant's forehead. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. But, you know, I have these pieces. And then I have, like, the beads that were on that piece I took apart. Those are, like, jungle looking, too, you know? And so, oh, and then these turquoise beads. They're the turquoise in color. I'm sure they're not turquoise in turquoise. But those would be pretty, too. if I were to put just a few of these around somewhere, like maybe at a corner where a piece comes to an intersection like this or something, to put something like that. But I just kind of wanted to show you what my plan of action was so far. And this was another, I just put a couple of them up here that I thought that I would maybe work on. I'm still going to probably put on a movie. And see, this is pretty. Oh, this will come apart nice too, because it's just all on a string. This is pretty. Oh, this part. And so then if I take along one piece like this and add these almost look like crystals right here, that would be pretty. And so that's my plan of action here on my little art creation. And I'm going to be working on this while I'm going to I'll probably put on another documentary and watch it. When I say I'm going to watch a movie, it's usually going to be a documentary of some kind. I started watching a live, Let's Make a Mess Today. Who is that does that? She's doing she's got like a book club going on. I started watching that a little bit, but then I got interested. I said, oh, maybe I want to read that book. So maybe I don't want to watch this right now, because maybe I want to read the book. But I probably won't, because I just don't get into reading novels so much, although I do read them. I like mostly like the older novels, you know. Like, I'm sort of reading Anne with the E, Anne of Green Gables again. Okay, this is Tangled, but look at the pieces, the separate pieces that are each like this, see? And then there's more than one. So if I can put like just a piece, like right on the seams is where I think mostly, on the seams. But that's what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do with this. And I'm going to watch me some more documentaries. I'm probably going to be watching more Buddhism. And boy, the Buddhism, I'm telling you, the love. Hinduism and Buddhism. Oh my God. And I know I don't know everything about it, but what I've learned is good. So I'll take that. So I'm going to read. I'm going to do, because I do like to do my little reading. Let's move these up here so I don't lose them while I play with this a little bit more. But I think my layout here is going to stay just like this. But I'm going to maybe cut some pieces a little bit smaller. And so we're going to see if my singing bowl still sings. It's my birthday present from Hubster. My singing bowl sings all the way around the world. Here is this here image. I didn't know exactly what the image meant, but this is the eyes of Buddha right here. And this here is not his nose. This is the symbolism, Sanskrit, I think, for the number 1. And then the third eye chakra here. So I probably will learn what each one of these symbols are here in time. But I learned that. When I first saw it, I thought that was his nose. But that's a symbol for the number 1. And there's inside, there's symbols. That's beautiful. So we'll put that back up there. Okay, and then we're going to just open this up to see my spirit guides. You guys are my spirit guides. I'm going to see what my spirit guides want me to read today. Oh, here we go. What it means to live with an illness. I'm going to be here a while because I got to read all of this. Okay. What it means to live with an illness. Illness, especially when it's invisible, makes us question everything that is familiar, socially acceptable, and comfortable. Illness makes us re-examine our entire life, its priorities, its meaning, and its legacy. Illness strips us of who we are, or at least who we perceive ourselves to be. Illness leaves us exposed and naked because everything familiar is now a potential enemy. Illness forces us to delve into deeper layers, extracting the ideals we were raised with. Ideals that hinder our emotional, our spiritual, and physical health, along with those we accumulated along the way. Illness involves a process of self-recovery, bursting out of old patterns and developing new ones that serve our newly created self. Illness means viewing our cup of health challenges as half full, not half empty. Recognizing that you will experience failed hopes and expectations, however, the experience serves to gain a new, healthier perspective. Illness forces us to fearlessly examine the things in our life that are not working. Then use that information to build and move on, not beat ourselves up for past choices. Illness allows us the opportunity to recognize that true healing only comes when we fully love and respect who we are, and in turn learn to set our own standards for what we will and will not accept in our lives. Illness gives us the opportunity to test our creative navigation abilities, finding a new path when suddenly the road we're familiar with comes to a dead end. Illness builds compassion and appreciation. You can have true compassion and appreciation if you haven't expected the loss of health. Wait a minute. You can't have true compassion and appreciation if you haven't experienced the loss of health. Illness helps us recognize that the only thing we can't afford in life is to be around negative people. Negativity is contagious. Negativity is a contagious, oftentimes invisible illness. Negativity, that's so true. And negativity is contagious. And you get around a negative person and oh my gosh, it is contagious. So that's why we so need to always be positive. And because positivity is also contagious. So if we're positive, and you are stronger than you know. Words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. We stay positive and let that positive integrate. Let it just, let's let it be contagious to the rest of the world. This is such a beautiful book, and I have gotten so much. Somehow I got a sticker on there, and I put peace of mind on that sticker. It come off as something. I just stuck it on there, and it is true. Positivity gives you that peace of mind, and so that's what I read today to you. And I'm going to work on this. I'm going to watch some more documentary, take a little drink of my Gatorade here because my throat's a little dry. It sounds like people are blowing up my messenger. Okay, so I'm going to work on this, and I'm going to show it to you later on when I get more of the work done on it. But I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, keep you healthy, keep you happy, keep you positive. Be positive. Oh, quit dinging, I'm talking. You see, sometimes you have to talk to your computer. Tell him to quit dinging. See, I told him and he quit. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll be back with another video. You never know. You never know when, and you never know what color it'll be. Okay, God bless you all.